What is up, everybody? This is Alex from IHE TV. Mirror, mirror on the wall, which is the funniest Disney remake of them all? I didn't think they'd be able to do it, everybody. I didn't think it would be possible to make a live-action Disney remake that is somehow worse than Pinocchio. This is like such an unbelievably cursed project. I think they have accidentally, and I'm being serious, I'm not being facetious, I think Disney accidentally have stumbled into maybe one of the best horror films ever made. By complete accident. Not a single bit of intention. Through the machine, through the formula, it's been narrowed down into the scariest film. This ain't appropriate for kids. This ain't appropriate for adults. This ain't appropriate for aliens. In fact, this would be a good film to show an alien if the alien was asking, what would be the film that summarizes humanity so I can learn? You show them this, they're going to exterminate the planet. The hubris of it all. That's what really gets me. We got to tarnish our legacy. Systematically. We are not far off the 100-year anniversary of the original Snow White, a film I have seen a long time ago. It's very much a product of its time, feels like a Disney movie from the 30s. But, you know, it's got that beautiful animation. It was a big deal at the time. But, you know, it's a film from the 30s, so if you want it to be fair, there probably are ways you could change the story or modernize it or do something with it, like Disney have done time and time again. The way this film was kind of scooped up into the culture war zone is extremely lame. It's all about Rachel Ziegler, who is fine in the movie, she's got a good voice. But every single one of these live-action remakes has the exact same problem. They look awful. They look so bad, but this is what doesn't make sense, right? $250 million budget. $250 million, more money than any one of us will ever see in our lifetimes. In generations, was pumped into this somehow. I don't know where that money has gone. Into the dwarves? Into these cute CG animals? I don't know. But not one single angle, not one aspect of this film works. Like, it's kind of boring and nothing, and like all these other Disney remakes, for the most part, up until we get to the dwarves. That's when it just goes next level. You got the comedy value of Gal Gadot trying to be a villain. Her performance is like, you think she's been bad before. This is awesome. This is one of the funniest performances I've seen in a while. Not intentionally. In fact, this very poster here is quite a good visual metaphor for the entire movie, which I guess is what a good poster is supposed to do. Just kind of summarize the movie, give it an atmosphere or a vibe, but it's all there in Gal Gadot's expressionless, stiff face. I say expressionless, but there's a hint of contempt. The contempt for the audience. Yeah, we know you're going to come see this. Who cares? We don't need to try. Mark Webb directed this. Huh? So after I finished watching it and saw Mark Webb credited as the director, it's just another layer of humor, another laugh for me. It's so, wow. Oh my god, yes, I understand Superman is out. This is so intrusive. I swear they make those banner ads break on purpose to force you to look at them. But anyway, I was looking at Mark Webb's recent output. His career trajectory is wild. Directs a bunch of music videos for bands like MCR. Releases the, I'd say pretty loved 500 Days of Summer. I remember liking it, but I would have seen it around 2010. Episode of The Office. Then we get to the Spider-Man stuff. He's gone to the big leagues, swallowed by the studio system. Bunch of TV, bunch of random stuff. And then we get to Snow White. I guess it's just a paycheck movie. There's nothing. Oh, what's a better way I can say it? There's no voice behind this movie. Well, the voice is just zoom in here. Yeah, that's the voice. That's the only voice you're seeing is the mega corporation. Why do all these live action remakes do the same thing where they make them so long? They just add shit. They just be adding the dumbest, most meaningless filler shite. It's like, if you have any issues with the 30s Snow White, it's certainly not that runtime. In fact, for a movie with this kind of subject matter, this is the perfect runtime. Look at this, Mulan, 1 hour 27, perfect. How long's what's the adaptation? 2 hours. Beauty and the Beast, 1991, 1 hour 24 minutes, mwah, perfect. The remake, 2 hours 10 minutes long, oh my god. They made Dumbo 2 hours long. And Snow White ain't far off it, 1 hour 49 minutes. There is not enough going on to justify that. Man, the more I'm looking, the more I'm opening my eyes and talking about this, the crazier this becomes. Like, this frame here of the titular character, look how bad that background is, how she's just like photoshopped like a YouTube thumbnail in front of it. But anyway, yeah. Back to the plot. This isn't really, you don't even really need to talk about the plot. Everyone knows what happens in Snow White. There's like nothing. There's nothing. She has cute little moments with these scary animals. Everything's supposed to be cute and whimsical, but winds up being, as I got at earlier, one of the best horror movies ever made. The art direction, the production design, is so fundamentally wrong. I don't know, this is art we're talking about, quote unquote. I'm sure there's some granny out there who saw this and fell in love with these whimsical, lovely characters. She fell in love with every single individual paw being rendered in 3D for her. She was in love with the corny, fake-ass looking garbage you were seeing before you. I was straight up having conniptions when the first Dwarves song started playing. It's not even Uncanny Valley anymore. It's like, we need a new term for whatever this movie decided to do. That's a funny frame. Even like the main costume looks like a Halloween costume and like a cheap one. Don't you just love that you can tell through the detailed CG animation? The translucency of Dopey's ears indicates that yes, he does have blood. Dopey has blood, everybody. I love it. The formula is so spent. There's just, yo, look at that. And this guy here, I don't even know which one it's supposed to be. Hang on, let me get my lore page up. I guess that's Happy? Yeah, that would make sense, because he's always... Wait, maybe? That's not right. That is just... It's sickening. Morning Dopey be like. Okay, that goes hard. I'll give this one... This one goes hard AF. Okay, it's winning me over with the cuteness scale. Maybe I should take back some... Dude. What is this? What is this? Dude. I want to hunt these guys down. I'm not a violent person, but look at this. It needs to be stopped. With films like this, at a certain point, it's like, what can you even critique? They all have the exact same problems. They're bloated, usually miss the point of the original film that they're adapting in some way. Add all these songs or make already existing songs bloated or somehow sound worse. They are so cynical and dull and evil. They are evil. They are more evil than Gal Gadot's witch woman. And you know what they feel? They feel like if you went to the budget aisle that was like selling pastiches of things past, like, look, this is a chocolate bar of that chocolate bar you remember and love, right? But somehow it's more expensive than the old chocolate bar and tastes like actual dog shit. Thank you, Disney. Another Pooh bar. Yummy Pooh bar. Disney presents Pooh bars. So yeah, a great comedy, a great horror film is amazing at being what it's trying not to be. I've been rambling on about this. This gets the lowest score possible. But luckily, you know what? It seems like the tides are turning. Lilo and Stitch came out. I haven't seen this one, but yeah, not doing the highest with the reviews and a pretty bad Metascore. Oh wait, hold on. It's made $1 billion. So any money Snow White has lost is already... it's already been made back and then some. Ah, well, at least we got this cute guy.